That's so
And
funny.
Yeah,
now
that's
for bonus material for
yeah.
those of you here.
I was gonna bring up a TikTok trend to you guys, but I don't know if it's worth doing like a whole segment for an episode. But like, have you guys heard of the English or Spanish trend on TikTok?
I have explain.
Okay, Brian, have you heard of this?
No.
Before you
This
get into
is
this, Friday I'm in love is what I thought you were going to go with The Cure.
No, a little bit earlier than that.
Okay, go
Couple
ahead, Hudson.
albums
Sorry,
earlier.
English or Spanish?
Yeah. So English or Spanish? There was a Spanish guy, I believe. He's on TikTok, and he would just walk around malls with his phone, right? And he'll walk up to like say like Tony, super unassuming guy, goes, "Hey, I gotta like." He just say, "Hey, English or Spanish?" And he'll be like, "English." He goes, "Whoever moved first is gay." And everyone just freeze.
Okay, I have seen this. Then yes.
Right. It's hilarious. If you see your daughter later, just come up to her and say English or Spanish, and then whatever she say, just say whoever moved first is gay.
Is the same question or statement posed if they slick Spanish?
Yes.
It's just asked in Spanish.
Yes.
Oh, that's weird.
And then they just stand there making eye contact until one of them like laughs and gives up. But it's like
it's all fun and games until you get a gay dude that just
start moving.
he just gives you a peck on the cheek and runs away and giggles. You know, it's
yeah. But it was like, but my thing is like, like we watch anime.
Okay, how are people not finding that offensive?
It's
funny.
hilarious. Yeah, it's funny. Whoever moved first is gay.
But it's like that's I don't know how that's not offensive to some people since they get offended about everything today. But hey, I'm noticing I never turned on some lights. My apologies, but you don't need to know what I look like.
Nobody in chat call you out today. So
nobody cares what I look like.
Yeah, they just see the shiny
That's
part
fine.
of your forehead.
Yep, that's right. I'm a shiny foreheaded and disembodied floating shine face.
Yeah, we've already made the joke that Brian's a wraith. So
yeah, literally.
A what?
A wraith?
Wraith?
Ghost?
Wraith?
Yeah. Wraith? Yeah, like a ghost?
Like a ring wraith?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like WRAITH? Wraith?
Like the soul eaters?
Wraith?
Like a shadow man? Like or the ring wraiths from Lord of the Rings. Oh, jeez.
Oh, this is the worst game of what's the word I'm looking for? Hang on, sorry, I'm reading text at the same time. So anyway, okay, Wraith.
Yeah.
WRATH. Is there an E in there or an I?
No, WRAITH.
Depends on which fantasy setting you're looking at. There could be. Yeah.
Yeah. Which side of the pond you're on, realistically?
This one. I'm on this one.
Dementors. Yeah, that's
Dementors.
Is it not?
What is that? Is there? I hear shenanigans in
chat. Oh, in my room?
Is that your house? Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
I guess
that's why
by
I had the
turning on
microphone.
minimal noise reduction, we can hear the hooting and hollering in your
And
house.
I thought it was a dog.
Well,
I thought it was a dog barking.
We also have a dog, but I wonder if I really hope that it doesn't bleed into the recording.
I haven't heard it until just now.
Okay.
So
they're watching TV out there. It's probably some reality TV that they're watching.
Your
My
roommates watch reality TV?
Loves reality TV.
What kind? There's
Love Island.
Oh my gosh.
They're sluts for it. I like
VD Island.
Hold on,
call that show.
Dave said Wraith is what Mike Tyson likes to see cars do.
All I can see him wife.
Oh, thanks for that, Dave. I like that.
I
don't know why Mike Tyson reminded me of this, but it was 30 years ago, a couple days ago, that OJ made his famous.
Oh, really? The white Bronco race?
Run. Yes, the white Bronco race. And the reason I know that is because Fish played a show that day. And during their show in the jams, they're doing various commentary about Run OJ Run. Yes. And so, yeah,
that's hilarious.
I saw that it was just a couple days ago that it was the 30th anniversary of what was the, Fish is became as the OJ show. Right. I had a friend in college who had a tape of that show and it circulated and it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Did you see Eagles are doing a show in?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We talked about it. Is it the Eagles or is it just Eagles?
It's just
Eagles, which I am going to endeavor to.
It was the Eagles.
It's never been the Eagles. It's always Eagles, and it sounds so weird to say that way, but I'm going to endeavor to say it that way because it's weird.
Man, and I tell
it's like it's never. Listen, don't you ever tell either John Hall or Daryl Oates that it's Hall and Oates, because they will not be happy. It is always
It's
John
always
Hall and
been.
Daryl Oates. It's never
No,
Hall and Oates.
it's not. It's not John Hall and Daryl Oates at all.
Yeah.
It's Daryl Hall and John Oates.
Oh,
Tony, are you drinking?
I am.
Yeah.
I put
That's the
vodka.
issue.
I put
Yeah.
vodka in my Baja Blast here.
You saw when he left? That was when he went to get more vodka.
It was not. Nope.
No, so
Oh.
I was gonna say, I already mentioned this to you guys, but this is like mainly for Chad. Like Chad, if you didn't know, if you speak to any Vietnamese kid or person ever, what their dad favorite song is, it will always and forever be
Hotel California.
Hotel California. For whatever reason, doesn't make any sense. There's a Reddit thread on it. There's multiple instances of people talking about why Vietnamese people love Hotel California so much.
Yeah.
My
I
dad
feel like that's another.
loves Hotel California.
I feel like that's another band that sort of gets overlooked. They've got a lot of really good songs.
No.
Really?
My wife and I just had this discussion. The Eagles have a. I'm not saying they don't have good songs. They do, but they had a period of like 4
Wait,
albums.
did you say the Eagles?
I know
The
Eagles. I've never heard of that.
I don't know the Eagles.
No, it's
Yeah.
a different band than Eagles. Eagles. Not to be confused with the Eagles of death metal, which is
Right.
actually a band. They have like a period of 4 albums where there's like 2 mega hits off each song, each album, and that's it.
Really?
I'm looking here. Take it
Is
easy.
Hotel California one of them?
Yes,
oh, it's
of course.
absolutely one of them. Take
Yeah.
it easy. Desperado.
Yeah.
Already Gone. Take It to the Limit. Peaceful Easy Feeling.
Don't know that
Life-
song. No, I'm sorry.
I've
We're
got
gonna.
a peaceful, easy feeling.
All right, fine. I'll count that. Okay. Life
Witchy
in the Fast
Woman?
Lane.
Life in the Fast
Witchy-
Lane.
Okay, Witchy Woman. Yeah.
I typed in top Eagles songs, and Hotel California's
that's
not
it.
even on the top
And you
of
got
this list.
7. You got 7. That's
Heartache
all.
Tonight.
Okay. Or is that a Glenn Fry song? And that's Eagles?
That's Eagles.
See, because you got Joe Walsh and he'll play some of his tunes. You got Glenn Fry who'll play some of his tunes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, isn't Glenn Fry dead?
I think so.
Didn't he die? You got Don Henley, drums and vocals. Joe Walsh, guitar.
He's still alive, apparently. No. He died 2016.
Yeah. So who the hell are the Eagles? Who's showing up at the Sphere?
I don't
Which-
know.
which
I
also-
can tell you who
this is
Eagles
funny.
are. Who's in Eagles?
Here, this is funny. The Eagles are playing at the Sphere. No, Eagles
There's
are playing
Eagles
at
playing
Sphere.
at the Sphere.
No,
There's no
at
the at Sphere either.
There's no duh in
Yeah,
Spheres.
nope,
That's
nope.
hilarious.
So my whole trademark Spears at the Sphere is not going to work.
Spears at the Sphere.
I'm gonna have to.
yeah.
It'll be Spears at Sphere.
Spears.
Doesn't quite flow as nicely, but that's
So,
okay.
I
Who's
don't.
in
Yeah,
the Eagles? Don
Hold on,
Henley
current,
and
I'm
Glenn-
looking current members.
I couldn't even tell you who the bass player is.
Don
I mean,
Henley.
I could
I'm
reckon-
looking. This is according to Wikipedia. Don Henley, Joe Walsh,
Yeah.
Timothy Schmidt, Deacon Frey. I'm assuming is or Fry.
Fry.
is
Okay,
Glenn
that's his
Fry's,
kid.
yeah.
Okay.
And Vince Gill.
Vince Gill. He's a country music singer.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen,
he's doing a cover.
Interesting.
they were
So-
very. I mean, they were very 70s. They had a very country
They did.
bend
No,
to
they
them.
they were California. They were California 70s California rock, and their best song is not even a song that was written by the Eagles. Seven Bridges Road. It's
that was
on
the
one of their
list there,
live
yeah.
albums. It is a phenomenal song. Starts out a cappella with like 4 or 5 part harmonies, and then goes to this guitar thing. Best Eagles song there is. The live version of Seven Bridges Road.
So I'm looking up. If we're talking statistically, Brian's right. They don't have that many platinum songs. It's like
Well,
The-
no, I'm just saying hits. Like they
Hits, they
have a
don't-
huge collection of hits, but it's like those.
they don't
12
have
songs or
popular
whatever.
songs though. They're like 2 biggest songs is "Take It Easy" and "Hotel California."
I would argue that a lot of the other ones that I
Life in the Fast Lane was huge.
But
Heartache Tonight
talking
is-
statistically,
Yeah.
those
I
are
like
the
that
only 2 songs that went
What songs do you
Platinum.
know, Winston?
"Hotel California" and "Take It Easy."
Heedless
You know,
Sunrise.
Take It Easy.
I
you got
know
T-
of "Take It Easy."
You got New Kid in Town, and then of course you have like Don Henley was a hugely successful
Oh,
solo artist.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
so I'm
that's
sure
like
they
that's
throw in
like
some Don
saying,
Henley
well,
tunes.
Cream had some good hits, but
If Cream played and then Eric Clapton played some of his songs,
right, and you just go, oh, Clapton's got way more.
yeah, yeah, and then yeah, Glenn Fry had songs. You know, he was a solo artist for a while. And then Joe Walsh, who had a solo career. So
there was a lot of play. I mean, look at Phil Collins and Genesis.
Phil Collins?
Phil Collins was in a band called Genesis, and Genesis had some hits, but Phil Collins far and away is better on his own, I feel.
Yeah, he is.
Phil Collins works in accounting.
You guys ever heard of the band Korn?
Yeah, with the K.
Yes.
Yeah,
backwards.
Never heard of them. Never heard of them.
You were better off never hearing them.
What kind of music do they do? Is it metal? Or like
it was new NU metal. And the fact that here, I'm going to tell you guys this is hilarious.
Korn and Puddle of Mud.
Korn came up earlier tonight. I was referencing, what was I referencing? In college, I had a hairstyle which my wife said it was explaining to my daughter would have been called a sassy bob, like a bob haircut.
Yeah.
But that's so like in college I grew up my hair and it was like that, down to here all around. And
we got people upset in chat about what we said about Korn or what you guys said about Korn. They said
I stand by what I said.
Tony's got
Korn
is trash.
Look, I'm looking at new metal bands, and they all suck. Korn, Slipknot, Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit.
Wait, whoa! Linkin Park? You mean the people that made the end song to Transformer?
System of a Down, POD. I'm going. This sucks. I hate this.
This is not Tony's jam.
So wait, Brian, was Korn big in Indiana? So the reason why I asked that,
no, Korn was big in Kansas, and Nebraska,
and Indiana. And in fact. Hang on. There was a theme park called
Cornland.
Indiana Dunes. Indiana Dunes. And it was like this lake where and this like dunes, and their theme song was "There's more than corn in Indiana Dunes."
There's also Slipknot.
Yeah.
That's so funny. But no,
I bet that park no longer exists because of this.
Nobody goes there.
I'm gonna fact check both of these things.
So I was gonna say the reason why I asked about the Indiana thing is because the only reason why I know about Korn was my Bible teacher in high school was from Indiana, and he, for whatever reason, loves Korn. Like he loves Korn with his whole life, and I was like, "Who the fuck is Korn?" But
man,
that's why I asked. I was like, "Is everyone in Indiana just rocking out the Korn?" That's why?
No, well, I heard of Korn when I got to Orlando, but you didn't let me finish my embarrassing story.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
With my sassy bob haircut, according to my wife, that then at one point in 1990 something thought it would be a good idea and braided it.
Oh,
so
no.
And I said to my daughter, and I looked like I could be a member of the band Korn. It's because here I am, a white guy with like braids with little, braces, rubber bands holding the ends of these tiny braids all over my head because it was shaved under here. And then it was like the bob, sassy bob on top.
And see, that's what
I incriminating. Good thing I'm not running for office.
That's what I wish you guys had iPhones back in the day for.
No, I'm glad I did.
Do you not have a picture of this?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would love to see a photo of you with your braided bob, Brian.
No, I've got the sassy bob of me at a Grateful Dead show with a sleeveless tie dye and cut off, army shorts and Birkenstocks with a red bandana with my long hair. But I don't think I have the braids.
Was that the one you show me when you were on YouTube? With the fish footage at the fish concert?
Oh, well, round then, yes, very similar.
I can't
recall
whether or not you have hair in it. That's why.
No, I do. I had a hat on. So Tony,
have you seen this?
This is I'm going to need a copy of this. I'm going to need a copy of Winston's fashion show and my fashion show. And they're all going up on social media.
I don't know if I have footage of my fashion show, but we can find Brian's for sure.
I can link to mine. So when some friends of mine, we made it up in 1996 to Plattsburgh, New York, to the first of many big fish festivals. This was called the Clifford Ball, and it was in Plattsburgh, New York, which was 30 minutes from the Canadian border.
Was it an MTV special, Brian?
Yeah, and so this was people are nobody's ever heard of this band Fish, yet 90,000 people have just showed up in Plattsburgh, New York to see this band nobody's heard of.
Holy shit, I fucking found it. I found it. Hold on.
There you go.
Winston.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I'm gonna
credit
share
of the MTV special. And It was 2 days. You camped there. It was great.
Well,
man.
Don't share. We're gonna.
Are we gonna save it?
I want to show you, Tony. I need to see your live reaction to it. That's why.
Well, we're looking at.
Save it for next time, man.
Should we save it for next time?
Yeah, save it. Save it. I'll see it later.
Well, let me audience finish the story. At the same time. Yeah, because I do have to go because I'm gonna wet my pants. But anyway, I will retell the story. But since I've told half of it, 2 days of fish, 3 sets.
Brian, you had a hat on. That's why.
I did have a hat on.
Yeah,
I did have a hat on. I had a plaid. I had a plaid Billabong or Stussy hat on, or Mossimo or some surf type hat on.
With the shades.
Yeah, with the shades. So this is day, I don't even remember when it was, but we were pretty close to the stage and we're jamming. It's still daylight out. It was 3 sets. And as we're just at the show, Fish is playing and we're jamming in the audience, we see 2 people weaving through, like with an official big camera rig, weaving through the audience. And so we kind of, part the seas as this camera goes by. And then they just moved on, right? We're rocking out. We get back or something, and some, again, this is back in the VCR days, and somebody was like, man, I saw that, there was a special on MTV about the Clifford Ball. I taped it. And so like they taped it. And so we, my friends, we got together and watched it. And at the end credits of the show, there's this very slow motion shot going through the audience while they were playing and rolling the credits on MTV. And there's the camera fully passing me and my friends, like in the crowd.
What's so crazy is the YouTube version doesn't even show the credits. It's just the video.
It's just like, that. Yeah,
we can see Brian's full face. Like otherwise, it would just be words written over. But yeah, it's funny. Like it's the first time Brian showed me this video, I'm like, oh my god, and it was so funny because there's like the Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he like points at the screen. I was like, Brian literally did that while showing me the video. He goes, there I am. He just did that.
1996. I was a wee lad of 22. No.
Holy shit. I'm reading the comment on that video, Brian. Someone said my first son was conceived at the Clifford Ball. That's crazy.
There you
go.
They
named him Clifford. That poor child.
Yeah, they named
Clifford, the big red ball.
Yeah. It's so funny.
All right. Let's wrap up. We'll see everybody next time. Thanks for joining us here in the post. Bye.
See you in the chat. See you guys.
All right.